Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to talk a little bit about Antiquities, especially about Antiquities artist proofs. I want to talk about a few cards I have seen moving recently. I want to talk about the vintage market, especially if niche stuff like Antiquities artist proofs are moving for a lot of money. And I'm actually able to add one card to my Antiquities artist proof set. If you are here for the first time, this is my Antiquities binder. This is my favorite binder. Antiquities is my favorite set. And if you are here for the first time, I will explain to you how the binder is organized. But first, I want to thank every single one of you who is here, who is watching the videos. Leave a like, leave a comment, that helps a lot. And of course, I want to thank my Patreons and YouTube channel members. It's really with your support that this channel can stay independent and I can say whatever the fuck I want here. And honestly, I really need this support. And if you can't, if you leave a comment and a like, it's totally fine. But for the people who can and for the people who do, you are amongst the reason, same as the regular viewers and the new viewers and everybody who's here, who keeps this channel afloat. Okay, folks, my Antiquities binder. First row, third row, regular Antiquities set. I got a complete Antiquities set. Completed it just a few years ago. I had a good basis over the last 30 years. I love this set. It's my favorite set. And I wanted to collect more. So the second and fourth row is the corresponding artist proof to the first and third row. And that goes like this through the binder here. You can see if I have an artist proof, like for example the reverse polarity or the Sage of Ladnam, I do put it next to the regular card, and you can actually see it is the artist proof because it has a blank backside, and I got see-through sleeves for all my Antiquities cards here. If I do have an artist proof with a painting, I do not put the signed version or signed front of the card and the blank backside. I'm not putting the blank backside to the front. I'm putting the signed side to the front. If I do have a drawing or sketch or whatever of the artist proof, you see this is signed by Jeff Mangus here, but I do have a sketch on the Haunting Wind. Then I put the sketch to the front, of course. I got a couple of cool sketches in here. I love them, especially stuff like the power artifact here. Super cool by Douglas Schuler. I think it's fantastic. But there are some more like the Haunting Wind here, or even like a sketch like the artifact ward. I'm able to add one card to my Antiquities artist proof set today, and that is actually the Power Leech. And that, of course, is a Christopher Rush card. As you can see, I got it from his daughter, Sienna Rush. And the only thing here is that it is, of course, a very cool card. And it is the artist proof. But as you can see, it does not have a signature. And that is very difficult to get. And that brings me to the conversation I wanted to talk about. I'm going to put a couple of eBay listings on here. I actually bid on those. We had all 7 Christopher Rush artist proofs available on eBay over the last couple of days, and they sold for record prices. Is that good for me? Is that bad for me? I don't know. I think, honestly, they were a little bit too expensive. On the other hand, if somebody wants them, hey, fair enough. You pay the price you want to pay. It's, yeah, very strange to me that these have gone up in price so much, because I've been talking about these for years. Nobody cared. I made a couple of members of the channel enthusiastic about it. They were picking up some, but I've seen some of the heavy hitters come online recently. And for example, I'm going to put it up on the screen as well now. For example, of course, the Mishra's Workshop sold for around 5k, and that is kind of a normal price at the moment. But a card like Power Leech sold for almost 1.5k signed. And that, of course, Christopher Rush, unfortunately, he's not with us anymore and he can't sign stuff. But still, 1.5k for an artist proof signed is kind of a lot, I think. There are quite some Christopher Rush signatures out there in general if you just want to get the signature. But if you want to get a set of artist proofs, of course, signed, that's what I'm going for as well, then you have to bite the bullet and actually buy the prices that are currently on the market. And for cards like the Power Leech or the Tornus's Coffin, who went for around 2k, which I think is crazy. It was about 1,000, 1,100 just not that long ago. I'm going to put the listing up on the screen as well. I think that's very remarkable. And we all say vintage magic is dead. And this is not even vintage magic, the artist proof stuff. That's even more niche. And that stuff is moving, and it only needs, there needs to be like one person, but I saw like 50 people following those listings. So people are interested actually in this old kind of stuff. I'm not saying it's because of me. I know I made a couple of people interested. I may have played a little part in it, maybe not that arrogant with the small channel I have that I think I can influence the market or anything, but it's really weird to me that since I've been talking about it for a couple of years now, things have actually picked up. It's very, for me, it's very double, because I'm very happy for people who collect this stuff. For me, it's more antiquities to collect, and that's what I'm aiming for. I would really hope to complete my Antiquities artist proof set one day. At least it's said there are a couple of cards that do not exist anymore, especially casting Kamans. I think people believe there are like 3-4 signed Hercules recalls out there. This went for like a couple of K, I think around $3,000 recently as well. I mean, if there are 3 copies out there, then $3,000 for an artist proof signed, fair enough. It's about, or the common sense is, or common agreement on the matter is that, for example, Christopher Rush artist proofs do have 50% of them, 30 to 50% of them signed. Yeah, that means of the rares, there are probably around 50. Of the uncommons, there are probably around 150 out there, maybe 75 signed. And of the commons, there may be 200, 250 out there, half of them signed. So it's not unobtainable, but if you want to get a Power Leech, you apparently have to pay $1,500 if you want to sign one. That's not what I paid for this one, folks. I think I paid $250 for this one. So yeah, still a lot of money for a single card, but in the end, for me, I really want to get the collection a little bit further. Let's put this one in here. That is a strange one, folks. I want to talk about that one real quick. I don't want to go from one end to the other. Maybe I should make a separate video about this. I saw Shadowstorm sold for $700. It has both signatures, because it says Mark Poole, but the artwork is by Dan Fraser, who did the Poltergeist here as well, for example. I hope to get Dan's signature on here as well. Maybe he is at a convention I will be at too one day. Otherwise, I mean, Mark Poole signature is pretty cool already, because obviously he's credited on the card. But cards like this, without any sketch or anything, going for $700, that's crazy to me. These cards were deemed worthless just not that long ago. It's super weird. We're gonna add the Power Leech here, and then I'm already finishing the video. Super cool. I would like to portray it with a signature, of course, and I hope I can get one with a signature one day. But on the other hand, I think I'm going to display the blank side up, because there's no signature. On the other hand, I think it's really cool. I have one, and I'm very happy I have one. It's my first Christopher Rush artist proof, and my first Antiquities Christopher Rush artist proof at the same time. Like I said, to me it's a bit double. I'm very happy that people collect this. I'm very happy that the vintage market is not dead. I think vintage magic is, maybe I should put it like this, but then I got 2 cards in here. Maybe that gets a little bit too much. I'm going to put this in the back, the certificate of authenticity from Sienna Rush. So for me, it's a bit double. Really, really cool that people collect this, like I said, but on the other hand, obviously I don't like that more and more people drive up the price, maybe even artificially, because you can really easily corner the price of some of those cards. And then I might not get certain cards I really would like to get. I would really love to complete the set as far as I can. And I'm pretty far already. I think I'm further than most. And again, I don't mean it in an arrogant way. It is what it is. If you got 3 artist proofs and you're happy with it, cool. I actually am pretty far along with this. It's a bit, I have to think about it, if I like it or not. Obviously, it's super cool that stuff like this is worth something to a lot of people. That I'm not the only one who's actually recognizing the rarity of these cards, the value of these cards. On the other hand, yeah, I don't want to pay like $800 for a signed, or like a Suchi, I think was like $1,500, and the Power Leech was around 500 or something. Sorry, I mixed that up. It's okay. I don't want to pay like $1,500 for a signed Suchi. I can't. I got a family. It's not possible. I mean, I'm lucky. I finance my collection with my collection, but stuff like this is just out of the ordinary and simply not. You have to let things go. Focus, people. Focus on your family. Focus on your loved ones. And this is just cardboard. Get what you can get. Enjoy what you can enjoy. When I had $500 to buy the Pete Venters rocket launcher, which I absolutely love here, it's not that I regret this. Not at all. I think this looks fantastic. I'm more than happy to have this in the collection. More than happy. But I couldn't pay that at the moment. Probably can't pay that for quite a while. That means I can't add a lot of cards. $250 for the Power Leech was already a stretch for me. Yeah, you hear it, folks. I'm a bit, I don't know what I should feel, because it seems that this collection has come to a halt. I will add another card pretty soon, which I got for a pretty good price as well. That completes one of the artists. I hope it will arrive momentarily every day now. So I'm very happy that I can add a card from time to time. But cards like this simply seem to be out of reach. Cards like this are out of reach. Cards like this, Casting Karma, probably don't exist. Haven't seen anyone sell a Cursed Wreck in quite a while in Artist Proof. I see Ivory Tower go for a lot of money. I'm very happy that Mike actually was able to get one, and actually a whole set of Margaret Organ Keen's cards in the US at a show she was at. So I'm a bit lucky that people look out for me and help me with this. But if prices go up like crazy, then I need to face the fact that this is probably as far as I can get with a card here and there. I would love to add 1 or 2 of my favorites, obviously. Would love to get paintings on cards like the Urza's Mitre. Love to add a Triskelion, because I simply love it. This is a card I would love to add. Not because it's the most expensive card in the set, but it always has been a card I loved and I played, same as the Mishras. So yeah, very happy I get to have these cards, all of them, all the Tron lands, because these are among my favorites too. But $5,000, folks. you can get an alpha mox for that money. And of course, this is more rare than an alpha mox. So in the end, but it's not. I don't know. Let me think about it. Let me know in the comments what you think. It's an interesting discussion. What do you think about the vintage market? What does that niche market of the artist proofs do for the vintage market? Do you see movement in the vintage market? Because I've seen Power 9 and cards like that go up as well in value. Let me know in the comments. And maybe only 50 people watch this video, but still, make sure to comment and let me know, because I'm honestly very curious. Stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. I'll talk to you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.